Hello, hello, hello. Coming to you again. Gas Podcast. I got my cousin,
Yes, sir.
my brother, my co-host,
Yes, sir.
Caleb Jordan.
What's going on? What's going on?
Nothing much, nothing much. Hey, we excited because we kicking off season 2 with this thing. We
Yes,
set
sir.
out for about 6 months, but hey, we back in full force.
Back at it, man.
Today we're going to be coming in, God has been really good to me. So it took me years to get the knowledge by making a whole bunch of mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I feel like I got some form of a formula, I want to share it with everybody that's interested and wanting to know. And I feel like I can help you get to where you're trying to get to quicker
Yes, sir.
than I got there. But you have to apply the principles. So I'm going to let Caleb come in and ask a few questions, and I'm going to try to answer them to the best of my ability.
Absolutely, man. So first of all, it's an honor to be here.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad to be in the gas family, the gas community. So regardless, before everything, make sure y'all subscribe, like, share this video, man. Man, this guy right here, the freedom coach, the wealth architect, whatever you want to call him.
I got you.
But yeah, I just want to pick your brain. Like I said, I got some statistics right here, and it's really just talking about financial management. And there's a crisis right now that's going on in the world. And one of the crises, it says that 1 out of every 3 of people are struggling with financial management when it comes to saving $1,000, when it comes to just being able to manage and have control of whatever it is. So the first question I want to ask you is, how did you develop the mindset that you have to be able to build the discipline and everything else that you kind of going with your financial journey?
Because I got tired of being where I was. And I made up my mind, I'm just not going to talk about doing better. Yeah. I'm going to do better.
Yes, sir.
And I think that's a lot. And I figured out that I don't have to have all what everybody else says popular. I don't have to do what everybody else says fun.
Yeah.
But just find my own fun, find my own popularity. And therefore, I'm not trying to cater to what everybody else is doing. I'm catering to what is good for me and the journey that God's putting me on.
Yes, sir.
That journey may be dog. That journey may not be popular. But guess what? It'll help you get to where you're financially free. Once we can get delivered from what people are doing and what people has going on,
yes, sir,
we'll be fine. Because I find out I don't have to have the latest shoes.
Yes, sir.
I don't have to have the top of the line cell phone. They on 16, 17. I still got a 14. Because it worked the same. But now trying to keep up with, as people would say, the Joneses will have you broke or have you from check to check or will have you actually struggling. But if you can make up in your own mind that I'm going to do what's best for me and my village, what's best for me and my circle, and not what's best for social media. If you can get that mindset, then start building toward what it is that you want, what it is that you desire, your goals, or most of all, what God has for you to do. Yes, once those things align, doors will be open that you ain't even trying to open. People come to you that you ain't even know that was watching you. And then you'll be to a place where you look back and like, how did I get here this quick? It was because you weren't focused on somebody else's journey. You actually begin to walk on your own journey. Can't nobody walk your journey better than you.
Yes, sir.
Because guess what? I don't know what's on your mind next to do. Can't nobody walk my journey better than me.
Right.
But now if I focus on my own journey and you focus on your own journey, we're going to meet somewhere else. But guess what? We're going to be further along. We're going to be higher up and we're going to meet somewhere. But it makes it even more powerful when we can touch and agree and bring the mindsets of both our journeys.
That's it.
And go out and try to give it to the rest of the world.
Yes, sir.
It makes a more powerful impact. That's what I say.
Gotcha.
I ain't no expert. I ain't no whatever, but it's worked for me. And I've only started doing this like 2 years.
Wow.
And God has elevated me. Now, I've been working hard and all this all my life.
Right, right.
But I was focused on what people said I should be. I was focused on what people say I should do. I was focused on what people say I should go and where I couldn't go. But guess what? God said, I'm everywhere, you can be everywhere.
Yes, sir.
But when you go there, take my mindset with you. It ain't where you go, it's the mindset you have while you're there.
Oh, my.
I can be in the midst of people that don't even think the way I think. But now, are those 5 or 10 people going to sway me to believe what they believe? Or am I going to sway them to believe what this one person believes? Or we can just leave there and beg to differ, and they still have their mindset and I still have mine. So that's what I'm saying. We have to learn how to act on our own, tap within.
Yeah.
Because if everybody be honest, there's a voice within you that
Yes, sir.
speaks directly to you, and it's directly for you. But then we'll allow those voices that know nothing about us, know nothing about our inner thoughts, to come in and sway us to do what they want us to do, and convince us that what they saying is better for us when we really know. Because God has already spoken to you what's the best for you. Even though over here might be looking more popular, even over there may be more trendy, but is it for you? Are you comfortable doing what somebody else told you was best for you? Or are you comfortable doing what you know is best for you?
Man.
It gives me energy to wake up every morning, waking up doing what I know is best for me, and not what somebody told me was best for me. That's how I was able to retire at 45.
Retire at 45.
Because guess what? I got tired of my job telling me this is what you need to do or supposed to do. And I started doing what I know what I was needing to do and supposed to do. And it's got me to a place where I can be financially free. Am I rich? No. But I live within my means.
Yeah. Yeah. They say that you're the sum of the 3 to 4 people that you hang out with. And you talked about something just a minute ago. You said that I had to make a decision to stop thinking about what other people said and trying to live in somebody else's lane. And you started understanding this is where God has me at. Now, how difficult was it to shift away from the mindset of people that know Taurus, Jordan, their whole life, or just familiar, going to an unfamiliar place, or where you know deep inside where you want to be? On a mentality side, how did you transition from that?
Well, it was hard at first because most of all, if you're a people's person, you feel like people has to approve or be around you in order for you to have fun or live life. And I'm still one of these people to where everybody in the room can be happy. And as long as they're happy, I'm happy.
Right.
But now, if I'm the only one in the room that's happy and everybody else around me sad, then it does something to me. So I won't stop until the people in my circle are comfortable or happy. But I had to learn how to disconnect, stay within reach, but disconnect from people that was going nowhere. Because if you're familiar with jumper cables and batteries, if you have a battery with a dead cell, and you get your jumper cables and connect to that car, as long as you connect it to it with your jumper cables and they crank up, they'll run. And if you cut off, and they'll crank back up, as long as they connect it to you, because your battery is good, your alternator is good. But now the minute you disconnect that battery, those jumper cables, and then they switch the car and try to crank back up, it's not going to crank because the cells in their battery are dead. So a lot of times we stay so connected to people that are going nowhere. So why do I stay connected to you, jumping you off and you draining my energy when you're going nowhere?
Wow.
But now if I can stay within reach for when you do get ready to get in your car or get it on your life journey and go somewhere, now I can connect to you and jump you off. But as long as you sit here staying in one spot and keep feeding all your problems on me, dumping all your situations on me, now we both bogged down right here in your situation. Now I'm still running, but I ain't moving. And then here you is dead because guess what? You ain't want to go nowhere. So now in order for me to try to reach you and get you where I'm at, I'm going to stay here with you. And it have both of us stagnant or dead in the same situation. And time goes by. When you came around and you was already on by and ready to go, you just needed a boost.
Yeah.
Guess what? When I jump you up, now I can disconnect and go on about my business. And you can go on about yours. But we spend too much time on dead weight, on people that are going nowhere.
My God.
I've said this several times before. We feel like because we have a little knowledge or know more about a certain situation than other people, we feel like it's my job to force my gift into this situation. But he said your gift will make room for you.
Yeah.
You don't have to make room for your gift.
Yeah.
When people see how you're doing and people see your lifestyle, if they're interested, they'll ask.
Oh,
but if they don't ask, you keep your mouth closed.
Oh, man.
You be a listening ear. That's why we have 2 ears to listen and 1 mouth to speak. But we always want to be speaking all the time and don't want to hear nothing.
Man, listen, oh my goodness. I think what you just said is, and I'm trying to, I think in the Bible it talks about that sometimes you can connect to individuals and their adversities can become some of your adversities because you didn't use the wisdom and the discernment to, like you just talked about. And I feel like you said too, like, and you know it, we grow up in these small towns. And I think I was having a conversation with somebody and he was like, bro, like, I never seen like no one that looks like me that's really trying to do something, right? And if you're not careful, you'll get caught, like you just talked about, trying to look at what somebody else doing and connect and trying to please other people, trying to get to a certain place. But sometimes you'll overlook the very thing that's in you of knowing where you need to go. You know what I'm saying? And like you just talked about, what happens? Time goes. There's also something that I think about. They say if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together.
Yes, sir.
You know, and it's just at that time and that place that at the end of the day, like I said, God has given you to do what you have been done. It's time for us to go together because we can do a lot more and we can reach a whole lot more people if we go together.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, a lot of people try to spend, if we be honest, we spend most of our time trying to look good. You wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth for your teeth to look good.
Yeah.
You bathe your body for your body to look good. You keep your hair cut for you look good. But then we spend less time living good. What is the point of me looking good when my mind is perplexed because I don't know how I'm going to pay this bill next week?
Oh, my God.
But I'm looking good. I'm fresh. I'm clean. But what does that do for the next person?
Man.
What does it matter what type of Jordans I got on or shoes I got on when it took all I had to look this good, but now I have nothing in case. What happened I done spent $300 for a pair of shoes, then my alternator go out on my car next week. Can I put the alternator on my shoes in the place the alternator make my car run? No, you're going to have to use them shoes, not to walk. Now you don't wore those shoes out because we want to look good for people. And if we be honest, we have far more than our ancestors ever had.
Yeah.
But we still want more. We yearning to look good on the outside so that everybody can think or feel like we got it together. But what's wrong with looking good on the inside? So when people come around me, regardless of what's going on in my life, I can still smile. Regardless of what my pocket look like or what my bank account look like, I still have joy.
Come on.
Some people be like, man, you been here, man. You been. No, I just know where God was leading me.
Wow.
So therefore, even though I was 10 years away from where I am now, I saw that 10 years ago. So I could get happy 10 years ago about what he was going to do for me today. I anticipated and I trusted and believed in what he told me. And I was not going to let the enemy, the devil, the haters, or nobody steal that joy from me. Regardless of what my bank account look like, regardless of what the bill collector say, regardless of how many jobs I lost, regardless of what the people say, you ain't going to never amount to nothing. Guess what? I wasn't worried about those voices. Man. I was worried about that one voice.
Yeah.
And that's where gas came from. God being my source. I appreciate you letting me work on your job, but guess what? You a resource. You're not my source. Because the God that is source gave you this.
Oh my God.
In order for you to allow me this. But God said, what? I'm the God that has so much source that I can take you and put you in his position. Or put you above his position. So forget being the boss, you're going to be the owner. Forget going to the bank, you're going to own the bank.
Oh, man. Yes, sir.
Forget eating at the restaurant, you're going to own the restaurant.
That's it. Yes, sir.
That's the type of God I serve. But you have to realize and connect with what's on the inside of you.
Yeah.
To understand who God is. God is you.
Yeah.
You are God. You know how I know that? Because he said, I created you in my image.
In my image. Yes,
He
sir.
said, where you go, I am there also.
Yes, sir.
That's why he's omnipresent. How can God be with you 24/7 and be with me 24/7 and be with the other million people 24/7 unless he's in each and every one of us? That's why we have to be careful what we speak, not just on ourselves, but other people. Because we were created in his image. And he began to speak stuff, and there's power in our tongue.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes the stuff we speak last year could hinder us this year. So it's best to keep positive things coming out your mouth, regardless of what you think.
Yeah.
He don't act off what you think. He act off what you say. Because there's power in your tongue. He didn't say there's power in your thinking. There's power in your tongue. So even when you can't change a quarter, guess what? I'm blessed.
God Almighty.
Even when if I write a check right now, it's going to bounce. Guess what? I'm worth $1 million.
Yes, sir.
Not because of what my bank account say, but because of what my mind said.
Yeah.
If my mindset already told me I'm at $1 million, now all I got to do is get my body and my spirit there to line up with my mindset. But now my mindset already told me I'm broke, and then my bank account matching that, I'm already defeated.
Jesus.
I'm already defeated.
Whew. God is source.
God is source.
God is source. So you've entered into this venture of doing the financial seminars to really try to help people get back on track and where they need to get.
If they want it.
If they want it. So you have an event coming up on August the 15th. Y'all heard that. Saturday, August the 15th. What time is it? 8:30, 9?
Doors open at 8:30. We'll start the event at 9 o'clock.
Okay, so 8:30, start the event at 9. So let's talk a little bit kind of just about that, and now you feeling led in your spirit it's time to get this going. Talk a little bit about the event.
The event is gonna be like a 6-hour day.
Right.
Gonna be an hour lunch break. I'm gonna feed everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's an investment of $99. It ain't just for me because I'm gonna use the money, but I'm gonna use the money to give it back to you. I'm giving you resources. I'm giving you connections and contacts, and I'm gonna feed you a good meal.
Yes, sir.
Not no chips and orange juice.
Right.
Donuts.
Right.
So if you don't feel that you're worth $99 to give you a head start in life, because it took me years to get to the point where I'm at. I've spent thousands of dollars, and I've watched several TikTok videos, but they leave out so much fine detail.
Right.
They make it seem like, oh, you can do this today and tomorrow you be here. No, it doesn't happen like that. And if they tell you that's how it happens, it's a scam.
Right.
I've tried the doggone stocks and trading and all that. All that was a scam. Everything led me back to where I was or less than what I was. But when I began to believe in myself and began to talk to my source, and he began to give me witty inventions and tell me which way to go. And when I walk in the way people, like right now, just this week, I've got 5 jobs and landed every last one of them.
Wow.
And then got deposits on them. Just because of following what he say do.
Yeah.
You know, we got this mentorship going on. Been going on 3 weeks. Been going on 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I've had more calls and people want us to do stuff. I don't know if it was because of that or not, but I know I'm following what he say do.
Yeah.
Doors are beginning to open that you ain't even got the room to go through.
Yes, sir.
I'm having to call people to help me go through some of these places because of what God is doing. Because once you start lining up with what he tell you to do, you'll feel you can sleep good at night. You can wake up easy in the morning. I get up every morning and do 2 miles. Then I come in here and do exercise. I spend 30 minutes meditating and reading and listening to my spiritual stuff every morning for that 30 minutes. And I'm beginning to appreciate him, but not only appreciate him, appreciate what he's put in me. I'm learning to love myself because I used to didn't love me. That's why I was so in tune with trying to figure out what everybody else had going on. Because I didn't know who I was and I didn't love me.
I can agree. Yes, sir.
So how am I gonna be good for anybody else when I ain't even good for myself?
Come on.
He said, treat your neighbor as you would treat yourself. Well, I don't like myself. So what is that gonna do for my neighbor? Love thy neighbor as you love yourself. Well, I ain't gonna love my neighbor because I don't love me. Some people say, and then they say, forget about yourself. Well, I'm going to forget about me once I learn to love me. Because now I know how to treat everybody. But if I forget about me and I already don't love me, I sure ain't going to think about the next man. I ain't going to think about the next man. So you got to somewhat find a way to love you for who you is.
Yes, sir.
If you 5'6" and a half and 3/4, as I said I am, I'm going to love all 5'6", 3.25" of me.
Yes, sir.
Because if he wanted me to be taller, he'd have made me taller.
Yeah.
If he wanted me lighter, he'd have made me lighter.
Yeah.
If he wanted me darker, he'd have made me darker.
Yes, sir.
We can't help what ground we was put in.
Yeah.
But we can help what type of flower blossoms from that ground.
Oh, hold on. Go back. You gotta go back. You gotta go back. Say that one more time.
We can't help what ground we was put in. Meaning, when your mama conceived you in her womb, you was her seed.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have control over where your seed came from, what ground it was planted in.
That's it.
But now you have control over, once your seed starts sprouting out, on how you feed it and water it and nurture it. Now, once your seed is fed, watered, and nurtured and got big enough and strong enough, now you can take that seed and let this seed see the whole world. But never forget the ground, because that's what's going to shoot you your nourishment.
Yeah.
Why you think God created us from the dirt? From the ground. So we have to be grounded and rooted in him. But a lot of people want to blame, well, if it weren't for my mama, I could have been farther. If it weren't for my dad, okay, that's good when you're a child.
Yes, sir.
Because it says, as I was a child, I thought a child. You know what I'm saying? But now that I'm a man,
put away childish.
Put away the childish thing. Meaning, your mama can't help it if she was on welfare. Your mama can't help it if she was a crack. Well, she could have. That ain't your fault that she was a crackhead. That ain't no fault that your daddy was a pimp. But guess what? You couldn't do nothing about it when you was a child. You had to just deal with it. But now you grown.
Yeah.
Put that childish mess away. That's an excuse now.
Yeah. Now listen, y'all. This is why I know y'all feel that. You feel this? This is why you need to get to this event. Because I'm telling you, like, if there is sometimes you got to do something that you never did to get to a place that you want to get, right? So it does not matter if you are 18, like even in high school, because I'm telling you, this man right here has a wealth of just knowledge that he's going to give just at the event. And you don't want to miss this opportunity. I'm even investing to the event. My brother is coming to the event. Everybody that I've talked to, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss the event. I think because one day can change your financial, life. You know, one day can change your financial life. And I'm telling you, like, sometimes you just have to prioritize. Like for myself, I know I'm at a place right now that I got to change some things. I got to change some habits. I got to change my mindset. So what am I doing? I'm investing in myself because I know that my brother, through the experiences and the things that he's went through in his life, he could take me to a place that I can't even see myself. And that's why sometimes you got to attach yourself to something that you know that can be able to put you in an environment that you can't even put in yourself. So like I said, don't miss the event. Don't miss the event on August the 15th. It's going to be at Douglas, Georgia, 827 E. Brown Street. We'll have more information about the event that's in the show. So listen, do not miss this event. I'm excited about it. And I know that I feel like that God is definitely going to move in it, and he's going to bring the people to it. So August the 15th, lock it in your calendar. You don't want to miss my brother, my big cousin, the wealth architect, financial freedom coach, whatever you want to call it, at the event live. Yeah. All right. This is not going Facebook live, TikTok live. So you need to get to the event because I'm telling you, I understand that the right information can transform your situation. And this man right here, God has given this grace to have the right information that's going to transform my situation. But in order for me to want to be transformed, I got to be able to do something I didn't do. So that $99 investment is nothing. All right. Make sure we act on that. Don't even think about it. I'm excited, like I said. So this is the Gas Academy Financial Freedom Seminar. Anything you want to add to that, bro?
No, it's gonna be power packed. And the thing is, like, even with this, none of this was scripted. We sat down and we putting it together. It's straight from the heart, straight from the mind.
Right.
And I know that you'll be blessed spiritually, and it will do something for you financially if you just come with a heart to receive and a mind to want to learn and to want to do better.
Right.
In order to get better, you got to start somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Like Nike said, just do it.
Just got to do it.
We so good and quick about just talking about all our problems. Why can't you just do something about it? And the first step in doing something about your problem is stepping towards a positive direction.
That's good. That's good.
Get your negative situation, that circle, and just step one step outside of it.
I love it.
Even if you can't take but one step at that moment, you still outside of that one cycle of life. Next week, you might have to take one more step. Next month, you might have to take one more step.
Yeah.
But start with the first step.
Right.
Like you said, in order to get something you've never had, you got to do something you never did.
That's where I'm at. Like, listen, hey, I'm at 34 years old. I done led into my own understanding that's took me here. Guess what? I ain't doing nothing but going in circles. So what do I have to do? I got to do something that I never did to get to another place. Because at the end of the day, I have a vision. I have a vision for myself. I have a vision for my family. But sometimes you have to use wisdom and be able to get yourself in an environment that's going to give you that right information to really open your mind in a way that you never thought about before.
Yeah.
All right? So get in the room, get in the room, get in the room.
And let me add this. This is at the church, but it's not a church event.
Right.
Now, I'm going to talk about God because that's my source.
Yes, sir.
But I'm going to talk about him in Walmart.
Yes,
I'm going to talk about him in my house. I'm going to talk about him at the beach. But the thing is, he is our source. This is an event for financial freedom.
Yes, sir. Financial freedom.
Financial freedom. And that's what most churches don't teach on financial freedom.
No, sir.
They tell you to pay your tithes and your offering, and that's good.
Right.
But how am I pay tithes and offering when I can't even pay my bills? What people gonna choose first? Their bills or their tithes and offering? Just gonna be it. I mean, that's all I got.
That's it, Doc.
Just being
right.
honest.
That's right. So listen, y'all. Hey, make sure y'all keeping up what we have going on in the gas community. Make sure y'all subscribe, share this video, send it to somebody that you care about. Like, listen, I mean, all of the stuff that was finna get ready to happen, I can't even give to you in a video. So, like I said, if this is what you really want to do, and you know right now when you look at your situation, like you look at it right now in your hand, and you ask yourself, am I doing something with my life? Am I going in the right direction like you talked about that positivity? And if you feel like you're not, hey, you have to attach yourself to a community. Jump on the gas wagon, because it's moving.
Coming to a city near you.
Yes, sir.
All right. We appreciate you all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe. And as always, we love you. Gas Podcast. Join the team.
Yes, sir.